Okay, so the left and the right brain, of how our brain is divided into two different hemispheres, and what are the functions of each hemisphere. So this specialization of function in each hemisphere is basically called your hemispheric specialization. यानी कि हर लोब या हर एक हेमिस्फीयर का डिफरेंट फंक्शन होता है, उधर डिफरेंट काइंड की इंफॉर्मेशन प्रोसेसिंग होती है, इसलिए उसको उस पर्टिकुलर प्रोसेस को हम हेमिस्फेरिक स्पेशलाइजेशन कहते हैं. ठीक है. एंड देयर इज अ टाइम वेयर योर लेफ्ट ब्रेन कंट्रोल्स द रेस्ट ऑफ योर लेफ्ट बॉडी एंड योर राइट ब्रेन योर राइट ब्रेन कंट्रोल्स रेस्ट ऑफ योर लेफ्ट बॉडी एंड योर लेफ्ट ब्रेन कंट्रोल्स रेस्ट ऑफ योर राइट बॉडी. सो दिस इज बेसिकली कॉल्ड कॉन्ट्रालेटरल कंडक्शन. ठीक है. So in most of the individual, your left hemisphere is your rational part, your logical part. So basically everything related to your critical thinking, analytical skill is basically the function of your left hemisphere. Whereas right hemisphere is basically responsible for all the creative and artistic skills. Okay, so it's also called your emotional and intuitive brain. Then we were discussing about the left hemisphere and language. So left hemisphere is responsible for some of the language function. And how we came to this conclusion? We came to this conclusion by several studies in the past. ठीक है. Past में कई physiologists ने they conducted several experiments and they found that especially in the patients who suffered death by stroke, they found that certain parts of your brain, particularly in the left hemisphere, are responsible for the production of speech, for understanding language and everything related to language. ठीक है. So they also found that they studied two different groups. One was the left hemisphere stroke, where the stroke is affecting your left hemisphere. That means your whole right side of the body is affected. Another was the right hemisphere stroke, where the stroke is affecting your right hemisphere and the rest of your left body is paralyzed or affected. So the people with left side stroke, they had more serious language problem as compared to the people with the right hemisphere strokes. ठीक है. So because of these experiments in the past, we came to this conclusion that somewhere some part in the left hemisphere, it actually plays a role in the language functions. Okay. So there are two important areas particularly in your left hemisphere which are responsible for the production of speech and understanding the language. So one is your Wernicke's area. So Wernicke's area is located in the left temporal lobe. Okay, and it's near temporal lobe means it is near your temples or it's near your ears. ठीक है. सो लेफ्ट टेम्पोरल लोब में बहुत लोगों का वर्निक एरिया प्रेजेंट होता है एंड इट्स नेम्ड आफ्टर द फिजियोलॉजिस्ट कार्ल वर्निक who first studied problem arising from damage to this location. So all of us are having a Wernicke's area, and if a damage occurs to that Wernicke's area, then उस problem को हम Wernicke's aphasia कहते हैं. ठीक है. So aphasia is basically your inability to use language or to understand language. So it could be any language related to your written language, it could be anything you are reading or you are speaking. ठीक है. So हमारी language जो है किसी भी medium से it's basically affected. ठीक है. So area जो होता है it's basically a part which is present in all of us, but if it's damaged, if it's affected, then the problem that we suffer is basically called your Wernicke's aphasia or simply aphasia. तो अगर Wernicke area में अगर problem हो रही है तो फिर उसको हम Wernicke's aphasia कहेंगे. ठीक है. So this area of the brain appears to be involved in understanding the meaning of the words. So basically we are able to understand what the other person is speaking, what is written in front of us. ठीक है. हमें जो भी हमारे थ्रू हमारे पास जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन आ रही है, we are able to understand that. It's basically a function of your this particular area called Wernicke's area. ठीक है. Left temporal lobe is basically involved in understanding the meaning of the words or understanding anything that is coming towards us. Alright, so a person with Wernicke's aphasia would be able to speak fluently and pronounce word correctly. ठीक है. So it's basically understanding. You're able to speak, you're able to pronounce the word correctly, but you're not able to understand what you're being spoken to. ठीक है. हमें हमारे पास सारी information आ रही है, हम उसको समझ नहीं पा रहे हैं, but we are producing this speech in a fluent manner. We are producing the speech, we are pronouncing all the words correctly, but we are often pronouncing the wrong words. ठीक है. हम जो words बोल रहे हैं वो सही होते हैं, but हम जो चीज़ बोलना चाह रहे हैं वो हम नहीं बोल पाते उस टाइम. ठीक है. So the meanings would be different. The meanings could be totally out of context. जब भी हम किसी से बात करेंगे, so it will be out of context words होंगे, ठीक है? It won't make any sense to the person who's listening to you. So basically, your speech is perfect, but the context or the meaning of the word or of your speech, it's totally affected. Okay? So here is an example. I'll just share this video link for in the chat box so that you all can watch it. अगर यहाँ से visible नहीं है, audible नहीं है, so you can watch it in your browser as well. Okay?
Byron, how are you?
I'm happy. Are you pretty? You look good.
What are you doing today?
We stayed with the water over here at the moment, talked with the people over them over there. They're diving for them at the moment. But they'll save in the moment. He'll have water very soon for him. With luck for him.
So we're on a cruise and we're about to
We
get to
will
Jupiter.
start right here and they'll save their hands right there with them.
And what were we just doing with the iPad?
Right at the moment, they don't show a darn thing.
With the iPad that we were doing. Like here?
I'd like my change for me and change hands for me. With Happy. I would talk with Donna sometimes. We're all with them. Other people are working with them. I'm very happy with them.
Good.
This girl was fairly good. And happy when I play golf. And hit other trees. We play out with the hands. We save a lot of hands on hold for people, for us. Other hands. I don't know what you get, but I talk with a lot of hands for him. Sometime. When I talk of any more to say it.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And I hope the world lasts for you.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure. Bye-bye.
Have a good day.
Okay, so this was about Wernicke's aphasia, where the person was able to speak the words correctly, but there was no meaning that you can figure out by the spoken words. Okay, so the person was able to put the sentences together of okay. Am I audible now? Just give me a second. Okay, am I audible now? Alright. Okay, so in Wernicke's aphasia, basically what happened, the person was able to, join the sentences together. The person spoke the words very clearly. The spoken words were very clear, and the string of sentences were very clear, but the meaning we cannot figure out exactly what the person was talking about. He was not able to answer, he was not able to understand the certain questions which were given which were asked to the patient. So he just spoke in a very incoherent manner, and although the pronunciation and all the sentences were right, like spoken correctly, but there was no meaning attached to those sentences. Alright? So there's another aphasia which is called Broca's aphasia, and it affects your Broca's area. Okay? So the Broca's area is present in the left frontal lobe. Okay? That was present, Wernicke's area was present in the which lobe? Wernicke's area कौन से लोब में present था? Left temporal. Does the person think he's answered the questions correctly? Is he unaware that he's making no sense? That depends person to person. Basically, some people are not able to understand what the other person is saying. ठीक है, कभी उनको understanding में problem हो सकती है. ठीक है, the person was able to get some of the words. That's why he was able to जैसे goodbye बोला, ठीक है, या कुछ hi बोला. तो ये सब जो है ये cue words होते हैं, so that they are able to clearly answer the response to that particular words. But sometimes what happens, the understanding is so little that you're not able to get the questions clearly, and you just respond in whatever way you find is appropriate. ठीक है? So that depends on the patient to patient and the degree of your aphasia. ठीक है, कि कितना हमें खुद को पता है that we are speaking wrong और कितना हमें पता है that we are making any sense. ठीक है? Alright. So रमशा लेफ्ट दोनों ही लेफ्ट में प्रेजेंट है. So लेफ्ट टेम्पोरल में बेसिकली इट्स योर left temporal was basically your Wernicke's area, and your left frontal is basically your Broca's area. ठीक है? So the function of this particular Broca's area is in the speech production. So whatever you are speaking is basically the function of Broca's area. Another is your facial neuron control. That is something, frontal area, basically the control of your facial muscles and everything, and language processing. How basically you are processing what is being what is being spoken to, or what you are going to speak. ठीक है? So that is basically the function of Broca's area. So it's mostly related to your production of speech. So whatever you are speaking, it's mostly responsible for that. In a small portion of the population, this area is in the right frontal lobe. ठीक है? तो कुछ लोगों में, very little population में, ये right frontal lobe में भी present हो सकता है. जैसे we have studied in the last class that there are certain studies which are coming up which says that कुछ functions जो हैं वो right hemisphere के भी हो सकते हैं, left hemisphere के functions right hemisphere में भी प्रेजेंट हो सकते हैं, और राइट हेमिस्फीयर के फंक्शंस लेफ्ट हेमिस्फीयर में भी प्रेजेंट हो सकते हैं. सो दैट इज लाइक न्यू स्टडीज विच आर कमिंग अप. इन एक्सेप्शन केसेस ऐसा हो सकता है. Then in very small population, right frontal lobe में भी this area is usually present, but most of the population में it's both the areas are in the left hemisphere. Alright, so more specifically, this area allows a person to speak smoothly and fluently. So whatever you are speaking, it's in a very coherent manner. It's in like all the words are being spoken has particular meaning. ठीक है? और उसका context भी देखा जाएगा. So everything is being spoken in a very fluent manner, and it's very smooth speech. So it's called Broca's area after 19th century neurologist Paul Broca, who first studied people with damage to this area. So this we have already covered in the history of physiological psychology as well, where he applied experimental evaluation upon humans. ठीक है? तो humans में जब उसने ये stroke patients को particularly जब study किया था, so he came up with this Broca's area. Okay, so damage to Broca's area causes a person to be unable to get words out in a smooth and connected fashion. ठीक है? So the fluency is basically it's disrupted. The connective, so the speech, as you'll see in the example as well. So you'll see how the speech is basically affected. So whatever the words coming out of your mouth, you're not able to sometimes find the words related to what exactly you want to speak. ठीक है? So it's not in a very connected and smooth fashion. There is no fluency. So people with this condition may know exactly what they want to say. So they know, they are aware that what they are going to say next, but they are not able to find out the correct words for the particular words for particular sentences. They are not able to find out that. ठीक है? So they cannot really actually control the actual production of their own words. ठीक है? So they know what they are going to speak next, but they are not able to find the words related to that. Okay? So here is an example. I'll just share the link.
Can you tell us your name?
Mike Caputo.
And Mike, when was your stroke?
I was 7 years ago,
Okay.
and
And what did you used to do?
Worked Autodesk, seven sales, and worldwide, and very good. Yeah,
Okay. And who are you looking at over there? When you turn your
that's
head.
my wife.
Okay. And why is she helping you to talk?
She's a speech
So you have trouble with your speech.
Yeah.
And what's that called?
Aphasia.
All right. And so why don't you work now?
I do.
And what do you do now?
Voices of Hope aphasia.
And what is Voices of Hope?
Peterburg, and Dr. Hinckley, and myself, founder for me, and I members the members probably 760 people.
So 60 people are part of Voices of Hope,
Yes.
which is an aphasia support group
Yes.
that you founded.
Yes.
And Dr. Jackie Hinckley is part of that.
Yes.
Okay, great.
It's not a support group.
No.
It's
Programs. It's 3 days. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and and they laugh and talked. Music here, it's just beautiful. It's,
Great.
yeah.
Can you tell me, what does it feel like to have aphasia?
It's hard. It's it's speech. It's like words that don't understand. Brain is good, but it's speech like I don't know. It's like words, yuck. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so this was an example about Broca's aphasia, where the person he himself said that his brain was working fine, okay, so that he was able to understand the language, understand whatever the other person was speaking, okay, but the words, they did not come out of his mouth, okay, तो जो appropriate words होते थे उसमें वो put करने के लिए, मतलब sentences को ठीक से put करने के लिए he was not able to do that, but his brain was working fine. He was able to understand whatever the other person was speaking and what are the questions that were being posed to him. So this was about the Broca's aphasia, and so this was about your left hemisphere. So how your language is basically a function of your left hemisphere. Now right hemisphere is basically it's responsible for the patterns or stimulation. So studies comparing the abilities of the right and the left hemisphere indicate that in most people the right hemisphere seem to have an advantage in the recognition and memory of patterns of stimulation. So basically everything related to visual and patterns or memory, okay, so you're able to recognize what are the patterns in front of you. If objects are lined in certain way, so you're able to make out what that particular object is. जैसे Gestalt में होता है, Gestalt principles में you see that the dots are making certain patterns, ठीक है, या दो faces हैं या वो vase है, so you're making sense of whatever pattern is being put in front of you. So that's what happens. So that your right hemisphere is basically, it is responsible in all the recognition of these patterns and the memory of these patterns as well. So you are able to remember that this certain things looks like this. ठीक है, हमें पता है laptop looks like this, a certain person look like this. So that means that we are also saving all those memories into a brain. The patterns may be visual as when we recognize and remember a face. So these patterns can be visual, so that we are able to remember how a certain object looks like. ठीक है, हमें पता है कि एप्पल किस तरीके से दिखता है, ऑरेंज किस तरीके से दिखता है, और remember a face as well. So हम if we haven't even met, then you are able to, if you haven't met somebody, you just looked at somebody's picture, then also you are able to figure out what the person actually looks like. ठीक है, so you remember a face, you are able to recognize a face by looking at the picture only. ठीक है, and you remember a particular person's face. Then it could be tactile as well. Tactile as when we recognize and remember complex pattern by touch. For example, this happens a lot where people love shopping. ठीक है, जो उनके साथ बहुत होता है, जिनको शॉपिंग पसंद है, particularly that of fabric. ठीक है, अगर कोई भी जैसे सूट खरीदने जाता है, साड़ी खरीदने जाता है, इवन बाय टचिंग इट यू कैन ईजिली फिगर आउट व्हाट द मटेरियल इज. ठीक है, टच करने से ही पता चल जाता है कि ये सिल्क है, ये कॉटन है, ये जॉर्जेट है, अलग अलग मटेरियल्स इजीली फिगर आउट कर सकते हैं. सो दैट इज ऑल्सो दैट इज बेसिकली योर टच मेमोरी और बेसिकली योर टैक्टाइल मेमोरी. सो वी आर एबल टू रिकॉग्नाइज सर्टेन पैटर्न्स बाय touching objects. Then it is spatial as and when we recognize and remember things that are in space and relation to one another. So basically pattern formation comes here. ठीक है, so yesterday we were talking about left-handed and left-handedness. So people who are left-handed in my class, left-handed people कौन है? So did they come up with a certain explanation of how their brain is different? Okay, right hemisphere motor cortex is dominant in left-handeds. Very good. What else? Who else? Razavuddin, were you able to find out what are the structural differences in the brain of left-handed people and right-handed people? So this is one of the most important thing which Shrishti has talked about the motor cortex. What else? Okay. So I have this article here. I'll be sharing this. So we're almost done with this topic. So I'll be sharing it right after our class as well. So this little article, it talks about how the left-handed brain is basically different from left-handed people's brain is basically different from the right-handed people. So the motor cortex that control hand is bigger on the right side. Yes. So basically handedness is something which is caused by your brain. ठीक है, and it's basically form of functional hemispheric asymmetries. Now what happens, on the outside your hemispheres seem symmetrical halves. ठीक है, दोनों hemispheres जो है हमें symmetrical लगते हैं, but there are certain functional asymmetries. Functional asymmetries मतलब जैसे कि right वाला जो है it is more dominant sometimes, so it control the left side of the body more. ठीक है, left वाला अगर ज़्यादा dominant है तो it is controlling your right side of the body more. ठीक है, so some of the functional asymmetries are there in both the hemispheres. So specifically in left-handers, the motor cortex in the right side of the brain is dominant for fine motor behaviors. So यूजुअली क्या होता है, इन मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल दैट वी हैव ऑलरेडी सीन, हमने क्या देखा था दैट फ्रंटल लोब में योर मोटर कॉर्टेक्स इज प्रेजेंट एंड मोटर कॉर्टेक्स इज बेसिकली रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर एवरी फाइन मोटर फंक्शन. फाइन मोटर फंक्शन यानी इफ यू आर राइटिंग, इफ यू आर ड्रॉइंग, इफ यू आर पेंटिंग, सो ऑल दोज आर बेसिकली द मूवमेंट ऑफ ए फिंगर. ठीक है, तो फिंगर की मूवमेंट को हम बेसिकली बोलते हैं फाइन मोटर मूवमेंट्स. ठीक है, सो इट्स अ फंक्शन, दोज फाइन मोटर मूवमेंट्स दे आर कंट्रोल्ड बाय आवर मोटर cortex which is present in our frontal lobes, but it is not equally distributed. That motor cortex is not equally distributed in both the hemispheres. ठीक है, so क्या होगा, left handed people में क्या होगा, left handers में क्या होगा, the motor cortex is in the right side of the brain. ठीक है, मोटर कॉर्टेक्स राइट साइड में है, देयरफॉर क्या होगा, राइट साइड जो है क्या कंट्रोल कर रही है, हमारे लेफ्ट हैंड की फाइन मोटर मूवमेंट्स, यानी सो व्हाट हैपेंस, लेफ्ट हैंडेड पीपल दे आर एबल टू राइट बेटर, ड्रॉ बेटर, पेंट बेटर फ्रॉम देयर लेफ्ट हैंड. So they are almost all the functional work which is being done by hands is basically performed by the left hand से, ठीक है. Whereas in right handed people what happens that your motor cortex is present in your मोटर कॉर्टेक्स कहाँ पे प्रेजेंट होगा राइट हैंडेड पीपल का, लेफ्ट हेमिस्फीयर में, ठीक है. सो इट्स इन कंट्रास्ट द राइट हैंडर्स, द लेफ्ट मोटर कॉर्टेक्स इज बेटर एट फाइन मोटर टास्क सच एज राइटिंग. सो इट इज प्रेजेंट बोथ इन बोथ द फ्रंटल लोब्स, ठीक है, दोनों फ्रंटल, राइट फ्रंटल लोब में भी, लेफ्ट फ्रंटल लोब में भी प्रेजेंट होगा, बट इट्स मोर डोमिनेंट अकॉर्डिंग टू द हैंडेडनेस, ठीक है. सो दिस इज बेसिकली अ वेरी रिसेंट आर्टिकल, सो 2019 की स्टडीज हैं इस आर्टिकल में. सो जर्मन एट ऑल ही एनालाइज द MRIs ऑफ individuals and found that the area of the motor cortex that controls the hand is bigger on the left side of right handers, but bigger on the right side in left hander. Again the same thing, so the motor cortex is in size as well, it's bigger in respective side of the हेमिस्फीयर, ठीक है. तो लेफ्ट साइड वाले जो राइट हैंडर्स हैं उनके लेफ्ट साइड में मोटर कॉर्टेक्स जो होगा वो बड़ा होगा, और राइट हैंडर्स जो हैं उनके लेफ्ट हैंडर्स जो हैं उनके राइट साइड में मोटर कॉर्टेक्स जो होगा वो बड़ा होगा, ठीक है. एंड दिस केम आउट आफ्टर सेवरल स्कैन्स व्हिच वर डन. सो MRI स्कैन्स निकाले, उसके बाद दे केम टू नो दैट सर्टेन स्ट्रक्चरल डिफरेंसेस आर ऑल्सो प्रेजेंट. बट इट इज इम्पॉर्टेंट टू note that left-handers motor areas are not better or worse than right-handers in any way. So in the past there were several studies which showed that left-handers are better at typing, are better at drawing, they are more creative, ठीक है. इस टाइप की कुछ स्टडीज आपको भी, मतलब अगर आप नेट पे देखते हो, so you are able to see that left-handers are better at certain things and right-handers are better at certain things, ठीक है. So ये जो comparisons हैं ये basically they are not really a function of your handedness, ठीक है. It's not something which is depending on your motor cortex, ठीक है. जरूरी नहीं है that if you are left handed then you are able to perform some of the functions better than the right handed person or vice versa, ठीक है. So it's in a way it's not suggesting anything that if your motor areas are dominant in either of the area you are better at performing certain tasks. It's not that, it's just we are the mirror images of one another, ठीक है. So it's basically जहाँ पे right dominant होगा वहाँ दूसरे person में क्या होगा, left dominant होगा. It's like a mirror image which is equal and opposite. All right, so this was about your left and right brain, left-handed, right-handedness. Now we have some questions and we'll be done with this topic, ठीक है. So after suffering a head injury, Lisa is having difficulty in understanding and producing speech. Lisa likely suffered damage to her, ठीक है, after a particular injury. So after a particular injury, Lisa is having difficulty in understanding and producing speech. Razauddin, those people who write with both hands, those are called ambidextrous. It means both the hemisphere they are equally distributed, ठीक है. उसमें कोई एक साइड डोमिनेंट नहीं होती, बट मोस्टली एम्बीडेक्स्ट्रस पीपल जो होते हैं दे आर लेफ्ट हैंडेड, ठीक है. जो एम्बीडेक्स्ट्रस पीपल होते हैं दे आर इनिशियली दे आर लेफ्ट हैंडेड एंड ओवर द टाइम दे बिकम एम्बीडेक्स्ट्रस, यानी दे आर एबल टू परफॉर्म, दे आर एबल टू राइट विद बोथ हैंड्स, ठीक है. यूजली दे आर बॉर्न, नेचुरली नहीं होता है, नेचुरली जो है काफ़ी कम परसेंटेज एम्बीडेक्स्ट्रस होते हैं, बट मोस्ट ऑफ द लेफ्ट हैंडेड पीपल दे बिकम एम्बीडेक्स्ट्रस आफ्टर सर्टेन ट्रेनिंग, ठीक है. इनफैक्ट देयर इज अ स्कूल और देयर इज एन इंस्टीट्यूट इन मध्य प्रदेश एज वेल which teach people to to become ambidextrous. Okay, so after Lisa को क्या प्रॉब्लम हुई, दैट शी वॉज नॉट एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड एंड प्रोड्यूस द स्पीच, ठीक है. तो उसके कौन से एरिया जो है इट्स बीइंग डैमेज, रेटिकुलर एक्टिवेटिंग सिस्टम, हाइपोथैलेमस, लेफ्ट हेमिस्फीयर, राइट हेमिस्फीयर एंड फ्रंटल लोब. Okay, so we have E and C both. Okay, who else? Come on, just write in the chat box the correct answer. Okay, Nabia and Ramsha, why is it E?
Ma'am, because it would be likely damage in the Broca's area.
ब्रोकास एरिया एंड वर्निक्स एरिया बोथ, बिकॉज यहाँ पे दोनों चीज़ें यहाँ पे लिखी हुई हैं, अंडरस्टैंडिंग भी और प्रोड्यूसिंग भी. अगर अंडरस्टैंडिंग की बात आ जाती है तो यहाँ पे वर्निक्स एरिया होगा, और प्रोड्यूसिंग स्पीच की होती है तो यहाँ पे ब्रोकास एरिया होगा. सो बोथ द स्ट्रक्चर्स, बोथ द फंक्शंस आर बेसिकली द फंक्शन ऑफ योर लेफ्ट हेमिस्फेयर. ठीक है, सो द करेक्ट आंसर इज बेसिकली योर लेफ्ट हेमिस्फेयर. तो यहाँ पे जो है फ्रंटल लोब की बात होगी तो ओनली हम प्रोड्यूसिंग ऑफ स्पीच यानी प्रोडक्शन ऑफ स्पीच की बात करेंगे. ठीक है, सो यहाँ पे दोनों चीज़ें लिखी थी तो देयरफॉर द राइट आंसर इज योर लेफ्ट हेमिस्फेयर. ठीक है, इज इट फाइन रमशा? वर यू एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट? Nabia, were you able to understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, alright. Let's move to the next question. A man wakes up one morning to find that people around him are using words that make no sense to him, and they also don't seem to recognize him. Understand him, sorry. His wife tells him that their son forgot his dinosaur today, and when he looked puzzled, he holds up the son's lunchbox and repeats, "You know, his dinosaur." This man's predicament is most likely which of the following disorders? Okay, so the person wakes up one morning और उसको क्या दिखता है that people around him are speaking some things which he is not able to understand. ठीक है, और उसकी वाइफ उसको एक एग्जाम्पल देती है, जैसे कि एग्जाम्पल इसमें दे रखा है that उसकी वाइफ उसको बोलती है that वो उसका जो बेटा है he forgot his dinosaur. ठीक है, and he looks very puzzled, he got confused कि dinosaur कैसे बोल सकता है कोई. ठीक है, then she holds up the lunch box and said that the person has forgot his dinosaur. ठीक है, so this man's predicament is which of the following? Wernicke's area, Broca's area, ataxia and sleeping sickness. So most of the answer A. So it's basically your Wernicke's area. ठीक है, so the person is not able to understand what the other people are saying. ठीक है, all right. Okay, so the next question is, I think it's the last one. Yeah. So Linda is recovering from damage to her brain. Her main symptom is a speech problem. Instead of saying, "I am going to PT," that is physical therapy, at 9 o'clock, she says, I go PT non-OCOT. Linda's problem is Wernicke's aphasia, Broca's aphasia, ataxia or sleeping sickness. Okay, a lot of B. So it's basically your production of speech. The problem is in the production of speech. So the person was well aware that उसको क्या बोलना है, that I'm going to PT at 9 o'clock, but the words that came out of her mouth were I go PT non-OCOT. So it's basically your Broca's aphasia. So this is basically the end of this part of our unit. And we're left with peripheral nervous system. So by the end of the next, probably hopefully before that, we are able to finish the whole unit. So we are almost done with what? More than 50% of the syllabus. Only third unit is left and the third part of this unit. So peripheral nervous system we'll be discussing from Monday. ठीक है, about the assignment, somebody asked whether they can submit it on the rule sheet or Google Docs. So it's your choice. You can submit it. You can submit me the scanned copies as well, or you can submit me the Google form, Google sheets में, sorry, Google Docs में, PDF form में, normal word file, कुछ भी format चलेगा. ठीक है, as long as it's reaching me. So it's fine. You can write it as well. You can type it as well. ठीक है. Other thing that if just in case you do not want to you want to do the case study question, but you do not want to repeat the case study that you have already presented. ठीक है. So there's a choice. It's basically a choice to you. You can come up with a new case study or an entirely new brain injury, spinal cord injury as well. ठीक है. तो ज़रूरी नहीं है that whatever you have presented you have to so whatever you have presented you have to write about that only. ठीक है, so it's basically your choice. If you want to come up with a new study, new disease, if you want to come up with a totally different study, different disease or injury that we have not even covered in the class, so you can go with that as well. So I have given you this question so that आपको थोड़ा सा relief मिल जाए, because you already have worked so hard on your presentations and you already have the material, so it's just थोड़ा सा relief मिल जाए. But if you want to do something different, then you are also welcome to do that. ओके किसी को और डाउट किसी असाइनमेंट क्वेश्चन में या कुछ इस टॉपिक से रिलेटेड दैट वी हैव स्टडीड टुडे? Just write yes or no in the chat box, please. कोई डाउट, कुछ कोई क्वेश्चन related to assignment or anything else? All right. So I'll just take the attendance.